Gentlemen, let me ask you something most doctors won't. When was the last time you woke up with a strong natural erection? Not from medication, not force, just your body doing exactly what it was designed to do. If you can't remember, or if it's been weeks, maybe even months, then what I'm about to reveal could change everything for you. Because there's one mineral most men over 50 are severely lacking, and without it your erectile function, your energy, and your sleep quality all collapse together like dominoes. I'm Barbara O'Neill, a board-certified urologist, and I've been specializing in men's sexual health for over a decade. Today I'm going to show you exactly which mineral fixes this triple problem, how to take it properly for maximum results, and why taking it at the wrong time makes it completely useless. Before we dive in, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. This community is growing worldwide, and I genuinely want to hear from you. Here's what really changes in men after 50. What's really happening inside your body right now. After age 50, men begin losing a critical mineral at an alarming rate. Most doctors never test for it. Most men don't even realize it exists. But this single deficiency sets off a devastating chain reaction that affects every aspect of your vitality. First, your nervous system loses its ability to fully relax. You lie in bed completely exhausted, but your brain simply won't shut off. Your mind races with thoughts about work, finances, things you need to. Nervous system stuck in overdrive, do tomorrow. You're physically tired but mentally stuck in overdrive. Second, your blood vessels begin to stiffen and lose their natural flexibility. They can't expand properly anymore, which means blood flow weakens throughout your entire body, especially to the penis. Think of it like old garden hoses that have been left in the sun too long. They become rigid, cracked, and can't deliver water the way they used to. Third, and this is critical because your body never reaches deep restorative sleep, your sleep testosterone connection, nighttime testosterone production drops dramatically. About 90% of your daily testosterone is manufactured during the first 3 hours of deep sleep. No deep sleep means no testosterone recovery, and the result: weaker erections that don't last as long, constant fatigue that no amount of coffee seems to fix, restless nights where you wake up multiple times and never feel truly rested, and that terrible feeling that intimacy is slowly slipping away with each passing year. But here's the truth that changed everything. This isn't not aging, it's depletion aging. This is depletion, and depletion can be reversed. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you has helped thousands of my patients restore what they thought was gone forever. So what is this powerful mineral that can transform your sleep, your erections, and your energy all at once? It's magnesium. Now, before you think I've heard of magnesium, that's not new. Let me stop you right there, because here's what most men get completely wrong. And it's the reason magnesium hasn't worked for you if you've tried it before. Magnesium isn't just one simple thing. There are actually 7 different forms of magnesium, and here's the critical part. Only 2 of them actually work for erections: deep sleep and testosterone production. Let me explain the 3 ways. Magnesium transforms your sexual health, starting with why magnesium is absolutely critical for achieving hard, reliable erections. Your ability to get and maintain an erection depends heavily how magnesium restores blood flow on endothelial function. That's just medical terminology for the ability of your blood vessel walls to relax and expand when they receive the signal. Think of your blood vessels like flexible rubber tubing. When they're healthy, they can expand wide to allow maximum blood flow. When they're damaged or lacking key nutrients, they stay narrow and rigid. Magnesium directly improves this endothelial function. It acts like a natural vasodilator, opening up your blood flow pathways. Here's how it works. At the cellular level, magnesium activates an enzyme called nitric oxide synthesis. This enzyme produces nitric oxide, which is the master molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open wide. This is actually the exact same biological pathway that medications like Viagra work on, except magnesium supports your body's natural production instead of artificially forcing the process. More blood flow equals harder, more sustainable erections. Now here's why magnesium is essential for deep restorative sleep. Your nervous system, magnesium, and deep sleep operates in two distinct modes. There's the sympathetic mode, your fight or flight stress response, and there's the parasympathetic mode, your rest and digest recovery state. Most men over 50 are stuck in sympathetic mode almost constantly. Your body thinks it's under threat all the time. Magnesium helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system by binding to GABA receptors in your brain. GABA is your body's natural calming neurotransmitter, the chemical that tells your brain it's safe to relax and shut down for the night. Without adequate magnesium, you physically cannot activate these calming systems properly. Your body is lying in bed, but your brain is still running at full speed. Magnesium also directly lowers cortisol, your primary stress hormone. Studies show proper magnesium supplementation can reduce cortisol levels by 15 to 20%. When cortisol drops too, things happen. You fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer, and your body can finally shift into deep recovery mode where real restoration, testosterone, sleep, and mineral balance happens. And this brings us to the third transformation: why magnesium is crucial for boosting testosterone naturally. Testosterone production isn't constant throughout the day. It follows a very specific rhythm. The vast majority of your daily testosterone production, about 90%, happens during the first 3 hours of deep sleep each night. Not light sleep, not REM sleep, deep slow-wave sleep. If you never reach those deep sleep stages, because your nervous system can't relax, because your cortisol stays elevated, because your magnesium levels are too low, then your testosterone production simply doesn't happen. But magnesium does something else equally important. It lowers a protein called SHBG, sex hormone-binding globulin. This protein binds to testosterone in your bloodstream and makes it unavailable for your body to use. Magnesium helps free up that bound testosterone, which means you have more active, usable testosterone circulating in your system. In one study published Scientific Evidence, Biological Trace Element Research 2020, in Biological Trace Element Research, men who took 450 milligrams of magnesium daily for just 4 weeks saw their testosterone levels increase by 24%. Better sleep leads to more testosterone production. More testosterone leads to stronger erections. Better blood flow supports both erections and overall energy, and magnesium is the key that unlocks all three systems at once. Now here's where most men sabotage their results without even realizing it. So let me show you the 4 critical mistakes that cause most men to fail with magnesium. Mistake #1. The wrong magnesium form supplementation. Mistake number 1. Buying the cheapest magnesium you can find. Most men walk into their local pharmacy, see a bottle of magnesium on the shelf, and grab the cheapest option almost always. That's magnesium oxide. Here's the problem. Your body absorbs only about 4% of it. That means if you take a 400 mg dose, you're only getting about 16 milligis into your system. The rest sits in your digestive tract and mostly causes diarrhea. The form of magnesium matters more than the dose. A high-quality, highly absorbable form at a lower dose will give you far better results. Magnesium glycinate is my first choice for most men. This form is about 80% absorbable. It's magnesium bound to the amino acid glycine, And here's what makes it special. Glycine itself promotes sleep and relaxation, so you're getting a double benefit. The magnesium relaxes your muscles and blood vessels, while the glycine calms your nervous system. The dosage is 2002 for 100 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before best magnesium forms for sleep and erections bed. This form causes no digestive upset and is specifically effective for muscle relaxation, blood vessel dilation, and achieving deep sleep. Magnesium L3N8 is the second highly effective form, particularly good for men who struggle with anxiety or racing thoughts at night. This is the only form that effectively crosses the blood-brain barrier, which means it directly affects brain chemistry. The dosage is higher, between 1000 and 2000 mg. This form tends to be more expensive, but for men whose main issue is mental restlessness rather than physical tension, it can be absolutely worth it. What should you avoid? Stay away from magnesium oxide, cheap magnesium citrate, and any bulk supplements where you don't know the manufacturing quality. Brands I consistently recommend, or doctor's best: Thorn Cure encapsulations and life extension. Mistake number 2, taking magnesium in the morning. This is a massive mistake that destroys your results. Magnesium is a relaxing. If you take it with breakfast or in the middle. Mistake #2, taking it at the wrong time of the day. You're going to feel sluggish, and you're going to miss the entire nighttime recovery window, where the real magic happens. Remember, testosterone production happens during sleep. Deep sleep happens when your nervous system can relax. Magnesium facilitates both processes, but these processes only happen at night. The optimal timing is 30 to 60 minutes before bed, taken with warm water or herbal tea. This timing gives the magnesium time to be absorbed and start working just as you're getting into bed. It also sends a powerful signal to your body that the day is over and it's time to shift into recovery mode. Mistake number 3, expecting magnesium to work like a medication. Men take magnesium for 3 nights. Don't wake up with a rock-hard erection and decide it doesn't work. Let me be clear, magnesium is not Viagra. It doesn't give you an instant erection. That's not how it works. Magnesium works cumulatively. It's rebuilding your system from the foundation up, not forcing a temporary timeline for realistic results response. Here's the realistic timeline. During nights 1 through 3, you'll notice you fall asleep faster and feel more physically relaxed. By the end of week 1, many men start noticing morning erections returning. You'll also notice your daytime energy improves. Between weeks 2 and 4, this is where the real transformation happens. You'll experience consistent deep sleep, your libido strengthens noticeably, and your natural erectile function begins to restore. Erections come more easily, they're firmer, and they last longer. This is about rebuilding your system, not applying a quick fix. Mistake number 4, taking magnesium alone when combining it with other nutrients would give you far better results. Magnesium works even more effectively when combined with zinc and vitamin B6 together. These 3 nutrients form what's known as Z, and the synergistic effect is substantially greater than any one nutrient alone. Zinc blocks an enzyme called aromatase that converts magnesium, zinc, and B6 synergy testosterone into estrogen. As men age, especially with extra belly fat, aromatase activity increases, which means you're actively converting testosterone into estrogen. Zinc inhibits this process. Vitamin B6 is needed for your body to actually absorb and utilize zinc effectively. It also plays a direct role in neurotransmitter production, including dopamine, which influences libido and motivation. When you take all 3 together, magnesium, zinc, and vitamin B6, Studies show testosterone increases by about 30% more step-by-step nighttime protocol than magnesium alone. The exact protocol is 22 for 100 mg of magnesium glycinate, 30 mg of zinc in either pollinate or citrate form, and 10 to 15 mg of vitamin B6 in the P5P form. Take all three together 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Now here's exactly what I want you to do starting tonight. This is the precise protocol I give to my patients. Step 1. Choose the right form of magnesium. For most men, start with magnesium glycinate. The dosage is 200 to 400 mg, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This form is ideal if your primary issues are muscle tension, difficulty staying asleep, or physical tension. Good brands include Doctor's Best High Absorption Magnesium, Thorine Magnesium Visinate, and Pure Encapsulations Magnesium Glycinate. If anxiety, racing thoughts, or mental restlessness are your primary issues, consider magnesium L38 instead. The dosage is 100 to 2000 mg. This is the only form that crosses the blood-brain barrier and directly calms brain activity. Look for life extension, building a sleep ritual, Neuromaga or Magtine brand. Step 2. Build a consistent nighttime routine around your magnesium supplementation. This is absolutely critical because timing isn't just about when you take the magnesium. It's about creating a ritual that signals your entire body that recovery mode is beginning. Here's the exact schedule. At 9:00 p.m., begin your window and process. Start dimming the lights throughout your home. This triggers your pineal gland to start producing melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone. Bright lights tell your brain it's still daytime. By 9:30 p.m., turn off all screens. Your phone, television, computer, tablet, everything. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin production by up to 50%. If you absolutely must use your phone, enable night mode, but ideally put it in another room entirely at 9:45 p.m. Dear pre-leap ritual. Light stretching for 5 minutes to release muscle tension. Then do 3 sets of 10 pelvic floor exercises. Tighten the muscles you'd use to stop urinating. Temperature, light and recovery signals. Midstream, hold for 5 seconds. Relax for 5 seconds. These exercises strengthen the muscles that trap blood in the penis during an erection. Finally, take a warm shower or wash your face with warm water. When you get out, your core temperature drops slightly, signaling your body it's time to sleep. At 1:00 p.m., take your magnesium. Mix your supplement into a full glass of warm water or herbal tea. Chamomile tea works particularly well because it contains a pigenin, a compound that also promotes sleep. If you want to add a teaspoon of raw honey, that's fine. It helps stabilize your blood glucose overnight. Sit calmly while you drink this. Don't rush. Make it a deliberate ritual. By 10:30 p.m., you should be in bed, not watching TV. Actually in bed with lights off. Your bedroom should be 65 to 68 degrees F, completely dark using blackout curtains or an eye mask, and if needed, white noise from a fan or sound machine. Why does this specific schedule matter? Because consistency trains your why. Tracking changes everything. Circadian rhythm. When you go to bed at the same time every night, even on weekends, your body learns to anticipate sleep and starts the shutdown process automatically. Testosterone production is highly dependent on circadian rhythm. Irregular sleep schedules directly suppress testosterone production, even if you're getting enough total hours. Step 3. Track your progress systematically. Keep a small notebook on your nightstand. Every morning when you wake up, record 4 things. 1. How well did you sleep on a scale of 1 to 10? 2. Did you have a morning erection? Yes or no? If yes, rate the firmness 1 to 10. 3. What's your energy level upon waking? Scale of 1 to 10. 4. Rate your overall mood. Scale of 1 to 10. Why is tracking so important? Because the changes happen gradually. If you don't track, you might not notice the improvements. But when you look back after 30 days and see that your sleep went from a 4 to an 8, that morning erections went from absent to present 5 days a week, and energy went from a 3 to a 7, the evidence is undeniable. Step 4. Add these supporting habits that amplify magnesium's effectiveness. Cut off all caffeine by 2 p.m. Caffeine has a half-life of 5 to 6 hours. Even if you think it doesn't affect you, it does. It blocks adenosine receptors in your brain, preventing the sleepiness signal. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule 7 days a week, including weekends. One study found that men with inconsistent sleep times had testosterone levels 10, habits that block testosterone, to 15% lower than men with consistent schedules even when total sleep time was the same. Do 5 minutes of light stretching before bed every night. Simple movements that release tension in your lower back, hips and shoulders. This physical release activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Avoid alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. Alcohol might help you fall asleep initially, but it completely blocks REM sleep and deep slow-wave sleep, where testosterone production happens. One drink can reduce your deep sleep by up real results from real patients to 40%. This complete stack addresses multiple systems at once: sleep quality, testosterone production, arterial health, and nervous system balance. Clinical studies show testosterone increases of 30 to 42% compared to placebo. The investment is approximately $30 to $50 per month. That's about $1 a day to potentially transform your sleep, energy, erections, and overall quality of life. But before you start, let me tell you about Mark, 58 years old, an accountant. Mark came to me saying, "I haven't had a morning, Mark." Story: 58 years old, erection in over 2 years. When my wife and I try to be intimate, I either can't get an erection at all, or if I do, I lose it. He tried Viagra and it worked, but he hated depending on it. I ran labs. His testosterone was low, normal, at 350 nanogs per deciliter. More importantly, his magnesium was severely deficient. His RBC magnesium was at 4.22 milligrams per deciliter, when optimal is 6.0 to 6.5. I put Mark on 400 ml of magnesium glycinate before bed, 30 milligrams of zinc, 10 milligrams of vitamin B6, and a consistent 10:30 p.m. bedtime. Week 1. Mark was sleeping through the entire night without waking for the first time in months. Week 2. His first morning erection in over 2 years. He sent me a message that was just 2 words. It happened. He said it was emotional. Week 4. Morning erections 4 to 5 times per week. His natural function during intimacy was returning. 2 months, Mark told me. My wife noticed the change before I said anything. She told me I seem more present, more engaged, and the physical side that's working naturally now. I threw away the Viagra. We retested. In 3 months, his testosterone had increased from 350 to 485 nanogs per deciliter, a nearly 40% increase, all from correcting a mineral deficiency and improving sleep quality. Gentlemen, here's the bottom line. Weak erections, poor sleep quality, and low energy are not life sentences. You have to accept bare signals, clear specific signals that your body needs magnesium, proper recovery, and consistent support. You bottom line can start tonight. Take the right form of magnesium at the right time within a supportive evening routine and watch what happens. Watch how your sleep improves in the first week. Watch how morning erections begin to return in weeks 2 and 3. Watch how your energy levels stabilize. Watch how your libido strengthens and intimacy starts to feel natural again. But I want you to commit to 30 days. Give your body 1 full month of proper mineral support and consistent sleep timing. Track 3 things every morning: your sleep, your 30-day commitment quality, whether you had a morning erection and how firm it was, and your energy level when you wake up at the end of 30 days. Pull out your notes and look at where you started versus where you are. Now you're going to see a clear pattern of improvement. You're going to see your sleep scores going up. You're going to see morning erections happening more frequently. You're going to see your energy levels rising. And when you see that evidence, you're going to want to continue because you'll realize this is working. And if after 30 days you genuinely see no improvement, what have you lost? You've invested maybe $20 to $30 in supplements, and you've developed better sleep habits that benefit your health regardless. If this video helped you, hit that like button so more men who are struggling can find this information, and drop your most important men's health question in the comments below. What are you struggling with? What do you want to understand better? Nothing is off limits. Ask me anything.